Today I'm going to talk about the football transfer market. Recently, the transfer window of January 2023 ended, and it certainly made a lot of noise with Chelsea and Ziyech that felt his move from Chelsea to PSG. Also in this video, we mainly focused on the role that medias have in the football transfer market. We're going to see how it affects players, agents, and even the clubs. We'll try to explore why some transfer don't go through, and at the end I'll give you my thoughts on how things should be done in order to prevent these issues, in order to prevent transfers from not going through. Yeah. It's clear that transfers play a very big role in the European football landscape, and their impact on player development and team performance can't be understated. Transfer offers numerous benefits for all stakeholders involved, including increasing club revenues via numerous lucrative TV deals, while also providing opportunities for young talents seeking a platform where they can showcase their talents and abilities against elite opposition and eventually make their mark on Europe's biggest stages. However, the transfer market system needs to reform if it really wants to reach its full potential, because the actual system usually fails due to unforeseen legal issues or contract disputes that jeopardize deals at any stage during negotiation. The media has a very big role in the football transfer market. If you're watching this video, it means you are a football fan, because I actually made this video for people that were with me since the creation of this channel. So I decided to talk about a football related topic, mostly for my day ones. There are millions of us that like football. Most of us football fans, when there's a transfer window, we tune in on our favorite sports channel to look for the latest news which concerns transfer of our favorite clubs or the players that we like or support. We are always looking for which player does this team want to sign, which team does this player want to go to, how much are they going to pay him, how will he fit in the game, how much is it going to cost. We're always looking for the slightest details, and all of this news around all the sports channels, all the football channels, brings a lot of interest to people and brings a lot of hypes to transfers, depending on the popularity of the club and the popularity of the player. Of course, it makes people want to be up to date. People are always seeking for the latest information concerning the biggest moves. So the media play a very big role in creating and sustaining the hype surrounding transfers. They employ tactics like exclusive interviews with agents or players, giving a detailed look into why certain decisions were made and the implication of a particular player in the team where he's destined to go to. So by doing that, medias can really create excitement amongst us fans of football, and they certainly know how to do that with big titles, intriguing titles. They know we're going to want to click on videos on transfers that they know we're going to care for, especially the big names, about a move that is about to happen or that can potentially happen, or even deals that are just rumors. But these medias, they don't always do it because they like a particular club or team player. No, actually they have something to benefit from that. So the media benefits from our excitement, as we're excited to follow up on the news of a player, on a potential transfer. They benefit from covering potential big transfers, and that's how propaganda is spread in all social media platforms. Whether they are real news, fake news, or just rumors, all the medias, they make sure they cover all of it, because they know we're going to click on the article or click on a video or click on whatever. But here there are commercial opportunities for these medias, because the more you click, the more you view their content, the more money they make, the more viewers they get, and the more exposed their content or their brand is, and that brings their money. That's obvious, right? A good example here would be the transfer of Messi to PSG. We saw how it made a lot of noise on social medias. There was no way you scroll on your phone or your computer, whatever. There was no way you will scroll on social media on your screen and you won't see a post speaking about the transfer of Lionel Messi to PSG. Even music blogs were talking about that transfer, I'm sure. And also a recent one was for Ronaldo, his move to Al Nassr. You see it all over the internet, being it French media, English media, and whatever. All of them made sure they covered the transfer move of Cristiano from United to Al Nassr. So these big transfer moves always create a very high level of publicity for the media that covers it, and that's how they gain more viewership, more sponsors, more commercial revenues, more this, more that, more money, more all of what you know. So the more we get interested in that in those kind of contents, the more they get money, the more they get popular. We tend to look for the latest updates. So you can go and tell your friend, have you heard that Messi moved to PSG? Have you heard that ZH failed to move to PSG? And it makes you feel some kind of way. It's like when you know they first feel good, you see. And so all of us football fans, we always have that tendency to be the first to know. And by doing so, we are actually increasing the popularity of the media that we follow, of all the pages on social media that cover these big moves. But the problem that I have with the media, we know media, they make big money, big revenues from all these transfer moves that they cover. But the particular problem that I have is that they have a considerable influence in how a transfer might turn out. What I'm trying to say is a media can considerably influence whether a deals go through or not. And that's something we are not all comfortable with, even the clubs and players. Obviously something we are not comfortable with. We agree, right? There are certain cases where media propose biased information or reporting concerning a potential move or transfer story in order to encourage a player to go to a particular club, or in order to encourage a club to sign a particular player. And that's something that's usually not beneficial for both parties. This can lead to clubs spending huge amounts of money to a player which end up not delivering. So this means clubs should be very vigilant when they spread information in regards to a potential transfer they are working on. So now I really want to give you a case study of how media can really influence a transfer move or deal in football transfer market. Ronaldo in United, when he signed a deal with Manchester United up to a 5 years contract deal up to 2012. When Real Madrid was interested in the player, they couldn't go straight to United for a contract to be made because they knew United would have rejected, because Ronaldo was in a very good form at that time. He was at his peak. So Real Madrid, instead of going to United and get rejected, what they do is they pass through the medias in a way just to show Ronaldo what he can potentially have in Real Madrid, show him what he can get, whether it's money, properties, or I don't know, privileges he can get in Real Madrid. And this will awake the mind of Ronaldo and make him desire to make the move to go and have access to all the privileges that are being proposed to him. So you see, Real Madrid didn't go straight forward to Ronaldo. That's how the media can influence a transfer move or deal. Clubs can pass through the media, pay them some amount of money so that they spread the fake news, or they intrigue the player, or they spread the rumors, even if he didn't have in mind of making a move from United to Real Madrid. At that time, he'll start thinking twice, looking at what is being offered to him as compared to what he has in United. And that's how the media actually influences big transfer moves. But luckily, Ronaldo had a bright seasons. He had several bright seasons with Real Madrid. He performed there well, and he's actually one of the legends of the club. But imagine in the case if it wasn't. Imagine if he went there and didn't perform well, as we saw with Hazard. So it can happen that the player doesn't actually fit. Generally, when a player moves to a club that doesn't fit him, it's mostly because of media propaganda. So I want us to be very careful and very conscious of all what we see on the internet when it comes to transfer moves, the news or articles that we read out there on the internet. So I want to say the media have huge power on the transfer market. They have a significant influence on the transfer market, either for better or worse. So clubs should take extra precautions when it comes to speculations and media overhyping when it comes to the transfer market. And one way of being very precautious is by being transparent with all the parties involved in the deal being made, and also they are making sure they are not spreading the information anyhow and to anybody. But in the end, it's up to the club to make their best judgment on what decision they have been making on what information they are giving out there to the medias, on whom they are choosing to spread the info outside, and being transparent as possible when they are signing deals. Let me know, do you get excited when there's transfer window? Do you get excited by it, or you don't care? Just care about the games, just care about the performances on the field, you don't care about the big moves. But I know most of us, if you're a football fan, you definitely care about the transfer window. So I want to know your thoughts on this. The first ever giveaway on this channel. As I said this to thank you all for the motivation and support you brought to me to keep going. This community is small enough for you to be among the winners. No, it's not money I'm giving away. I'm giving away my services. There are two categories. The first category is 5 edited videos of less than 5 minutes, and the second is 10 illustrations or portrait drawings. If you want an edited video of more than 5 minutes, I'll drop my Fiverr link below so you can purchase one of my gigs, and I'll actually make sure that you get a discount. Note that you can't participate in both of the categories. You have to choose whether you're going for the free illustration or portrait drawings, or if you're going for the video editing. This is to give the chance to 15 different people to actually win, and the selection will be made live here on Breezy Talks Everything YouTube channel, 5th of March, don't forget. Now, to participate and actually stand a chance to be part of the 15 winners, there's a link in the description below for the steps to follow. It's completely free, so don't worry. I hope you all participate. And I made a video on the money cycle in the sports industry, how money comes in, how money comes out, how it's been managed, where does it go? Because a lot of people tend to ask where money comes from in sports. How are teams able to spend huge amounts of money on players and all that kind of question? If you're interested by that video, make sure you check this link right here. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I post every week, and yeah, that's it. Ciao.